Hi there, welcome back to another video. Hope you're doing well today. It is a beautiful day today, and by beautiful I mean it's raining. It's so cozy and I am so happy. Oh, how miserable of me, I know, but I do love a rainy day, and it's so dark as well. The clocks go back. I better not say this because then it might confuse you all because I film in advance, but for me, in my life right now, the clocks go back tonight, I think. So that means that it gets dark even earlier on a night time, which I'm not sure I'm ready for, but I am ready for lighter mornings because it's weird at the minute waking up in the dark. But yeah, I'm going to bring you guys along today for a very cozy, much needed, just chilled out day in the life. I was going to go for a walk this morning and then I realised I'd left my umbrella in the car and Dom's gone to work in the car, so that was all it took for me to just have a bath instead. So I'm going to go for a walk later on and I'll bring you all along, and hopefully it's not dark, but hey, we don't mind a dark walk, do we? I just think at the minute it's so stunning outside. The leaves have all fallen. So before we went away, it was starting to become autumn. It was just like hinting at it. Now it's like full-blown autumn and it makes my soul happy, and I'm just desperate for an autumn walk. So I want to bring you all along with me. We're going to do our pumpkins tonight, hopefully, and I've got a really delicious warming meal that I want to make for Dom for him coming home from work this afternoon. So that's the first thing we're going to do. So let's go crack on with that and then we can plod along with the day. But I hope you enjoy being here for this little fly on the wall style vlog. I hope it's cozy and comforting and just nourishing. That's all I want it to be, because that's all I want it to be for myself as well. Our pumpkins are just here. Their days are numbered. Feels a bit sinister actually. Today's video is very kindly sponsored by HelloFresh. I love HelloFresh. We've used them for a long time now and I just find them so convenient, so easy, and just really quick and simple to use as well. With us just coming back from holiday, it's been really nice to just know that they were on their way and they came. We had 3 meals already sorted. I didn't have to worry about meal planning, and to be honest, it's got me back into the routine of actually cooking. Having been cooked for the last 10 days, it's been a bit of a bump back down to reality, but it's been a really nice one, and it's just so nice to try different recipes as well. So I'll show you inside the fridge because I'm always really happy with how organised it looks when HelloFresh arrives. Ta-da! Oh, it just makes me happy when it just looks so organised. I wish supermarkets would do this. It just takes all the stress out of life and it makes it so much more organised. So I think this is the one. Is this number 3? Yes, this is the one we're going to make today. So these are the recipe cards that it comes with, and this is the one we're having tonight. The Cumberland sausage and spring onion mash looks delicious and I cannot wait for that one. We've also got the creamy roast veg curry. We had this last night and I can tell you now it was delicious, and it was so nice to have it with naan instead of rice, which I wouldn't usually do, so it was nice to see that as a change. We've also got the lemon sea bass and chorizo patatas bravas, which I'm very excited about. That looks delicious, and as you can see up at the top it says different things. So this one's a premium recipe and this one was rapid, which it was. It took no time at all. So if you've got a big family and you just need to get tea on the table, the rapid ones are the one to look for. And then the last one here is the double cooked rosemary salted chips, and this is a side, and look how delicious they look. The one thing I will say is they are a subscription based service, so you can pause at any point, you know, if you're going on holiday, anything like that, and you can change it up as your family needs it as well. Then on the back here there are step-by-step instructions with pictures, which I find a godsend. I am a picture gal, so if I find a recipe book and there is no picture of what it's supposed to look like in the end, I just can't make it. So I love the fact it not only has the picture of what it's supposed to look like, but it has pictures of what it looks like as you're cooking it too, which is very helpful. And of course I've got a discount code for you all, so you can get 50% off your first box and 35% off the next 3, and 3 free gifts using my code LIVING50. So I'll make sure I leave a link and the code down below so you can all try it. But without further ado, let's crack on, shall we, and make this delicious meal. best laid plans and all, Dom's ended up held up at work, so I am eating by myself for now, but he'll be back at some point this afternoon and then I can get on my little walk that I really want to go on. It looks delicious. I am so excited for this. It's like all of my favourite things all in one dish, and the idea of using carrots instead of potato is really interesting. So I'm going to tuck into this and then I will see you guys in a little while when I get up to going for my walk, making my pumpkins, God knows what, but we will see what the day, or the evening should I say, has in store. I can see Echo up there. He's having a strop. He's really mardy with me, and I've got the kitchen to tidy up as well. I try and tidy as I go, and some days I do better than others, but yeah, you can kind of see his shadow just sat there going meow. They're on treat strike, guys. Like, oh my gosh, the lady who was looking after them has really looked after them and spoilt them, and they are the brattiest boys now. They just want all of the treats all the time, so I'm having to do a bit of tough love, and it's really, really difficult, but we're staying strong. Winter is coming. It is literally 2 minutes to 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and I've got all of the lights on in the house because it is dark. I know it doesn't look dark outside, but I don't know. It's so dark in here, and I get really annoyed when I can't see properly. I think it's because I struggle with my eyes. So when there's less light, I feel like I just can't see very much at all. So yeah, I'm just literally chilling. The meal was just so delicious, like so delicious. It hit the spot. It was everything I've wanted. I think I said in my last video, since coming home, all I've craved is spicy food and just really comforting, you know, traditional English meals like bangers and mash. It's just perfect. So yeah, I am just chilling now, and then hopefully Dom will be home within the next hour, and then I'm planning on going for a little walk, just to kind of get moving. So I'm trying to get back into some good rhythms and routines having been away, just for my health, I guess. Trying not to put any pressure on myself, but just trying to get out more. Autumn is my favourite season, so getting myself out there more often feels like a good thing. The other update is I've booked into the hairdressers to have my hair dyed, and I am very excited. It's probably not going to happen till like mid-November, but I'm going to go darker. I think it's time. I was watching back my old videos earlier and I couldn't believe how blonde I'd gone. But yeah, I'm trying really hard to just embrace a more natural life. I feel like that's kind of the direction we're going in. Just trying in places where I haven't been trying. So yeah, I mean the hair thing's not really anything to do with it. I'm still gonna have ombre, I think, but it's just gone very bleached now. So before the wedding, I'd not had it dyed since, God, maybe August, and it's just grown out really well. She did a really good job of it, but now because of going to Greece and being in the chlorine and being in the sun, it's just gone really blonde on the end. So I'm ready for a transition to darker, just for the winter, to just feel more cozy, and I feel like it probably suits me a little bit more as well. But let me know if you do that too, like if you feel like the seasons make you shift how you feel about your life and how you feel about everything else as well. It's definitely a video I'm gonna think about talking about. It's very hard to open yourself up online. You open yourself up to a lot of criticism. We're all doing the best we can, you know. That's the thing. We're all doing what we can with what we've got and with who we are at that current point in our lives. And I feel like I'm at a turning point. I feel really good, and I feel like all I wanted to do when I came home from Greece, and this was my, you know, idea before the wedding as well, was I just wanted to slow down. I want these next few months up to the new year to just be about looking after myself, to be about nurturing myself, looking after my home, looking after Dom, and just really enjoying a slower pace, because I always talk about that, but my life the last year has been madness, to say the least. So it feels good to just be able to slow down and have sausage and mash in the middle of the day on a Saturday, because it's a weekend, so why not? So yeah, just a little note there to say I am slowing down and I am just enjoying myself as well, and I hope that you guys can find moments to slow down as well. But my battery is flashing, so I guess I'll see you guys when I get on my walk later on. Well, welcome to the next day. I've got my nice hot cuppa here and I'm going to do my pumpkin all by myself. Oh, I was trying to decide if it was really sad to do a pumpkin by yourself in the house all alone, and then I decided, oh well, life is life. So yesterday when we got back from our walk, we then went to our family's house. So we've not seen them all since we came back, so we decided to go through and have a games night, and they've got a new kitten, so it was just a really lovely night. And I forgot how small kittens are. It was like 8 weeks old and just tiny and adorable, so that was a lovely night. Dom's at work until late today, so I think the last thing he'll want to do when he comes home is his pumpkin, so he'll probably save his till his day off, but I'm itching to do mine, so I'm gonna do it today. I've got my pumpkin here. We didn't get a chance to go to the pumpkin patch this year. Just this month has just gone by in a blur. Like, where did October go? I don't know. So we'll save that probably for next year. But I just got this from Tesco. It was only really cheap compared to the pumpkin patch. I feel like going to the pumpkin patch is like an experience and you pay for the experience, whereas if you just want to do a pumpkin, just do a pumpkin. And we've done pumpkins for years. Like, I've always done a pumpkin since I was little, all the way through being a teenager. Like, when I look back at my pictures on like Facebook and things like that, every year there's a pumpkin and every year I do a different pumpkin. So it's kind of a bit of a challenge with myself. I have to do a different one every year. So what I've got this year in mind, I don't know if it's going to work, and it's always a bit of pressure, isn't it? There's these really cute little owl pumpkins and I'm really tempted. I'm torn between this tiny baby and then this bigger one, but my pumpkin is very like, it's a bit wonky. So the back of him is not very attractive at all. The top of him is not very attractive and he's got a bit of like a wonk. So I don't know, but I saw on Instagram, I think it was, someone cutting a hole at the bottom rather than the top to put the tea light in. So I think I'm going to risk it. I think I'm going to try it, and if it all goes wrong, oh well. Because that way then when the candle heats up inside, it doesn't make the lid fall through, which is what always happens. So I'm going to give it a go. We're going to give it a go. I'm not going to do anything to preserve this because then I can either compost it, or I did read something actually earlier that said not to put them on the ground because of hedgehogs, because hedgehogs are trying to fatten up for hibernation, but then apparently pumpkins aren't good for them. So let me know if I'm wrong in that and if I can put it on the floor to compost. Oh my gosh, why do stickers do this? Ugh. But yes, anyway, I'm going to crack on and do my pumpkin all alone. Oh, I crave the day that I have a family and I can just do all these fun things. Like, that is part for me of having a family, is like, you know, not being alone in the need to do childish things, because I feel like you get away with it for so long and then when you're at nearly 30 like I am, it's a bit sad, isn't it? But oh well, I'm happy. I have my nails taken off and I've got these just plain ones on, and I think once these come off I'm just gonna have a break from any sort of gel, because I had acrylics for the wedding. Some of my nails, one of my nails was shorter, so I thought that was going to be the best thing, but they made my nails so weak, so definitely don't recommend those. But they did the job, and now I just need to get them back to being strong, which they grow really fast, so I'm not too worried about that. But anyway, I'm going to stop blabbering on. I'm going to finish being at war with this sticker and then we'll see what I can make. I don't know which one to do. I'm so torn. I'll figure it out. What I'm going to do is I've got a pencil, and then we've got these tools last year. I think they're from B&M or somewhere like that. So we've got a scoop, and then there's like a little saw, and then a tiny little saw, and then in the cupboard I've got some cocktail sticks. I know I just said I was going to shut up, but I'm just giving you my pumpkin tips. Unsolicited pumpkin advice. What I do is sometimes if it's a really complicated design, I print it out on the printer, stick it on the pumpkin and go around it with a cocktail stick, and then when you take it off you can just saw out the bits that you've punctured holes in. What I think I'm going to do this year is draw it on in a pencil, puncture it with the little cocktail stick and then cut it out. Puncturing it with the cocktail stick helps you to follow the line better, which I have learnt from prior experience. So anyway, you can't even see that. Imagine if I did that and then transitioned to it being done, but that would spoil all the fun. Let's do this.
waves in a stream. The ocean called for you.
Isn't that nice?
And me. Still, I'm in this game, but without my closest friend. Fear, it's leaving now. I waited here, but nothing came. So I close my eyes, 'cause you reflect in everything. It's shining through the light in you. It shines so true. The light in you.
That is all my mess cleared up. I'm so happy with how it turned out. It was so simple to do and just super easy. And then I remembered at the end it needed feet, and it was really handy because the eyes that I've cut out worked well. So I will put a light in and I'll draw the curtains and then I'll do my grand reveal. I just wanted to say that I have just ordered some like eco-friendly, less toxic sprays, so I'm really excited for those to come. They've not come yet, but I'll share them in the next video. I'm really trying now to, I don't know, I feel like now all of the chaos of the last year has gone. It's like made way for me to just really have a think about who I am, what I'm working towards, what my values are, what my morals are, and I'm just feeling on a really good path. So it's a video I'm probably going to talk about it more in the future, but for now I'm just feeling really good and really content and just really happy. And I think I mentioned it in last week's video that I'm just like on a declutter spree, and I really am. So I had a massive clear out the other day in the bathroom, and my next project is the kitchen, so cue why I've ordered those extra sprays. So I'm gonna just have a bit of a rethink of my entire life, I feel like, and it feels really good and just good to get back to simple living with a lot less products and a lot more simplicity, and it feels so good. But first, obviously, I've got to use my products I've already got, because otherwise that would be wasteful. I made myself this cup of coffee, and predictably I've drank none of it. I really thought the cats would get involved more than they did, but they've surprised me. My fur children weren't interested. Oh, bless them. Such cuties. I'm so sad that Dom couldn't do his pumpkin with me, but I don't even know if he'll get a chance to do it now before Halloween, because Halloween is tomorrow, so we'll see. And if not, then I guess, I don't know, maybe we could give it to the farm over the road, or it could just go in the compost bin. The compost bin loves pumpkins also, so oh my god, I'm going to stop blabbering because I've just seen my pumpkin and he's so cute and I want to show you him. Oh, it's so cute! This has to be one of the cutest pumpkins I've ever made. The only thing is I could do with putting some little slits in the back there so you can see behind his ears. But anyway, I feel like the kids in the village are going to love him. He's very cute. He looks a bit sort of like he would say, ah! He just looks a little bit scatty and I quite love it. So these are his little feet. The camera is having a bad time, even though it's not really that dark in here. It just works so well. I'd love to know what pumpkins you guys have made, or if you've made one this year, and if you haven't, why not? You know, if you're not doing one because you feel like it's too childish, take note from me. Just do what you want to do. So happy with him. So I think I will move these cards and then pop him on there so I can enjoy him all of tonight and then the rest of the week as well after I've put him outside. So yeah, I'm going to pop these cards to one side. See, look, too many cards. I'm going to move these back over to the dresser, and then we can put the pumpkin there. I feel so cozy and so content. What a good way to spend a Sunday. A nice little day off. I feel, yeah, I just feel really, really good. I'm so happy that I decided to make the pumpkin. I was just going to put it off, and then I thought we might just keep postponing it, and it's Halloween tomorrow and I really wanted it to be done. So it feels really good to have done that. And I've had my cuddles from my little leckis. I think he missed me, bless him. We're always asleep on top of his cat tower as well. Oh, it's been a really good few days. I really hope you've enjoyed this vlog. I feel like cozy season is the season I come to life. I've got a butternut squash in the kitchen that is just winking at me saying make soup, make soup. So that might be what I do next, but I think I'm going to leave this video here. I'm just watching Hocus Pocus. I put Hocus Pocus 2 on, and as I was watching it I was thinking I don't think I've seen the first one. So I'm watching the first one now, and I might just have a little bit of a movie day and just chill out, just really enjoy being at home and just being around all the things that I love, because I think sometimes we get so caught up in ourselves, you know, doing this, that and the other, that we forget that happiness comes from within and it comes from ourselves, and we create that happiness. So that's what I'm trying to do here, and hopefully with making this video have created it for you guys as well. That's all I ever want. So yes, that is it from me today. Don't forget as well to check out HelloFresh if you can get 50% off your first box and 35% off the next 3, and 3 free gifts using my code LIVIN50. Echo is just having a bath and he's just like licking me. But I will leave the links to that down below. Definitely recommend checking them out. But thank you so much for being here. Thanks for coming back week in, week out. I love you all so much, and I hope you all have a fantastic rest of your week, and I'll see you all again in my next video. Bye.